Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Guardian, and welcome to the no-holds-barred look at Kung Fury Street Rage. Developed by Hello There AB, it's a classic arcade-style beat-em-up where you play as a kung fu master in a bandana and sunglasses, beating up Nazis, robots, ninjas, and strange teleporting women. At least those are the sorts of enemies I've come across so far in the game. I have no idea whether or not there's any more. Apparently there's a dinosaur somewhere, well, at least in the background. From what I can gather, this game is a tie-in to a Kickstarter movie that suddenly appeared, and for the most part, it looks actually quite interesting, both the game and the movie. But I'm not here to talk about the movie, I'm here to talk about the game. So, enter into the game, see what the gameplay is. It's this. This is the gameplay. You are the Kung Fu Master Kung Fury, and you are beating up Nazis. There's no more to the game than that. 2-button control scheme, A and D, left or right, or left mouse button and right mouse button. I personally prefer the A and D buttons, but you know, you may find something else. There we go, teleporting women. For the most part, a very basic game. Where the true complexity of it actually comes in, however, there we go. No, you've just right. Where the complexity of it comes in, died, is the enemy variations. Load in. We have these guys, your standard Nazi grunts who die in a singular hit. Plow through a few of these. There we go. We have these blonde-haired chaps who remind me of Sanji from One Piece, who take 2 hits to die. Ow. Oh, that's embarrassing. Got hit by a grunt. And we have these blonde-haired, white outfit ladies who can teleport. Later on, you get robots, and then ninja people with samurai swords. Apart from the variation with the enemies, what else do we have in this game? Well, it basically works on a score attack system. As you can see here, we have a scoreboard. As far as I can tell, it's not a global scoreboard. You won't see the scores of other people or your friends, but you can rank up on it. So they basically have tried to get the arcade experience down flat with it, which is, by all means, brilliant. A game does not have to be exceedingly complex to be good, in my opinion. And this is not a particularly complex game, but it is very fun. Maybe I just have a soft spot for martial arts games, but yeah, no, I'm absolutely loving this. Quite addicting, trying to beat the high score, and I'd be telling a lie if I said I didn't want to actually get my name on that scoreboard just purely so I could prove that it wasn't just a static scoreboard. I did quite fancy beating the Hoff on it. Yeah, David Hasselhoff is mentioned in this game a lot. He's in the movie, so I suppose it's only fair. Haha, say that. But yeah, scoring system works as you would expect. Hit Nazis to get points. And then, hit Nazis to get points. You also get a bonus multiplier, which goes up with each hit, and then down by 2 for a miss, and down by 3 for you taking damage. Build up the score multiplier to improve your score, and then to get to the top of the leaderboard. That basically sums up the game in a nutshell. Controls work fine, very fluid, very smooth. The only time they don't seem to work properly is in the heat of the moment when you're bashing both buttons in a mad flurry to try and stop yourself from being killed, and then the game just sort of goes, nope, lose some multiplier points. I suppose that's fair enough. So it's not just simply rolling your face over the keyboard, which I have to admit I quite like. Graphically, pretty basic. Well, as you can see, it's basically copying the old CRT monitor style, sort of like you would see in a classic arcade cabinet, which is fine. Beautiful pixel art. I actually really like the art style for this game. Sound-wise, the soundtrack's brilliant. There are only a couple of tracks, which I suppose, well, if you're sticking with the standard idea of principles of the era that the game's from, I'm doing horrendously with this. you stick with the 80s era, they didn't have time. I don't think they could have put many soundtracks into an arcade cabinet. But there are more than a few catchy tunes. For example, I shall now shut up and let you actually listen to some of it. So yeah, good music. Gotta love that. I've got to, nothing makes a game quite so much as a good soundtrack. Oh, in a personal opinion. But yeah, like I said, it's not a particularly deep game, not very complex with vast story. There's no story as such. It's just you're Kung Fury and you're beating up Nazis and strange women in white outfits and robots. The robots as well is further proof that there's more to this game below the surface, considering as I quite recently learned, if you hit a robot once, it repairs itself, so you have to hit it 4 times in a row and then it'll die permanently, which is good. Means there's a bit more to it than just simply punch this guy once, punch this guy once, punch this guy once. Yeah, well, you get the idea. Yeah. Kung Fury, ladies and gentlemen. Available now on Steam for £2, $2, or your regional equivalent. I'm The Guardian, and thank you very much for watching. Be safe out there. Blue screen of death. It's a pause menu. What's not to love about that?